On to the first round of the 2021 Dogwood Invitational. This is the 2014 champion, Trey on the tee of the 467-yard par 4 first. I think this is his first time playing in this event since 2015. That year it was rain shortened. Inclement weather on the third day that year. His wife Katie is out here today. Second shot for Trey. It's down the right side of the fairway. Should be a great angle into this flag, which is 5 on and 8 from the left today. Shot 63 in the third round here in 2014. With 12 birdies and 3 bogeys. Alright, Trey putting for a rare birdie here at the opening hole. This is the longest par 4 here at Druid Hills. This course opens up with a quintet of par 4s and then a 3-5, 3-5 finish. This is the birdie. Had that up for par. Par putt now for Rule at the first. Looks like there's a backup in the second fairway. This group was about 9 to 10 minutes delayed in starting their opening round. Gets to par. He'll move on to the par 4 second. Alright, Trey now on the tee of the 428-yard par 4 second hole. This hole was lengthened by 36 yards back in 2016. The old yardage was 392. Breeze is really starting to pick up now, starting to cloud up too. Chance for the you-know-whats later this afternoon. Looking at the hour-by-hour forecast on weather.com, it looks like the best chance will be around 6 p.m. And that's when the long drive contest is supposed to start. And there will still be some groups on the golf course at 6 p.m. this evening as well. Hayes Todd will probably be out there. Trey has a brother named Hayes. Trey has missed the fairway to the right here at the par 4 second. The hole is on 19 and 5 from the left. I think it's about 3 paces on top of that top tier. Come up short at all, it's going to probably end up on the front tier, or the bottom tier. There's a false front also. You got to be aware of. Sizing up his birdie putt here at the second. He's coming from the far right edge of the green. Across the green. A short par 4 coming up, followed by the difficult 4th. And the 5th hole, which can play difficult sometimes. I think this should break to his left. It didn't break that much left, but he'll have that left for his par. Stays at even. Trey now on the tee of the 347-yard par 4 third hole. So it plays about 20 yards or so downhill. Dogwood to the left. 306 to run out of fairway, which runs anywhere from about 19 to 25 yards wide. Trees on both sides. Don't want to miss left if you can get blocked out by the trees. Play this hole correctly, it can be a birdie hole. Now the second shot now, the rule of the third from the right rough. That tree branch right there could come into play. The pin is 26 on and 5 from the right. And I can tell you that Connor McMillan has gotten off to a rough start in the final round of the Georgia PGA Junior. He has started bogey, double, bogey. He's fallen to 12 over for the championship. He missed that tree. In high right and trying to get perhaps a little closer. And Trey putting for birdie at the third. Just to get to 1 under par. He's hit 3 out of 3 greens in regulation so far. Trey for his par at the third, is for 3 in a row. And they'll have to wait to tee off on the next hole, because the group in front just teed off number 4. Trey rolled on to tee at a 431-yard par 4 fourth hole. 242 to reach the first fairway bunker on the right, 261 to reach the second one, 276 to carry that one. To the right of those bunkers is a water hazard, one with the creek. And you miss left, you can get blocked out by trees. There's a fence down there as well. Tough tee shot. And the fairway to the left of those bunkers is only about 27 yards wide. narrows to about 24 yards wide past those fairway bunkers. Second shot for Trey. His first fairway hit since the first. Flag here at fourth is 26 on and 4 from the right. You do not want to miss right down that hill. Breeze was blowing pretty good a few moments ago. Now it's calming down. Wind's expected to come out of the southwest today, which means this hole should be playing into the breeze and from the right. The second shot does play uphill, and long is no good either. Missing to the left. That's short. His other two playing partners have bombed their drives past the last of the fairway bunkers. Trey Rule about to hit his third here to the fourth. This is the first green he has missed in regulation. So 3 out of 4, 2 out of 4 in fairways hit. 6 putts to this point. He's 2 putted every green. Got a good ways to go with this shot. The flag is towards the back of the green. Perhaps the wind fooled him on that second shot. Oh, that's not going to get there. Oh my goodness. This is what he'll have left for par. One of the toughest holes on this front 9 here at Druid Hills. Trey, a lengthy putt for par here at the 4th to stay at even par. Just watched, I believe, Jack have a similar putt. Looks like this should break to his right towards the hole. Something disturbed him there. He's backed off. Reset. Some work left for his bogey. This will be his first of the tournament. Now Lawrence for his bogey at 4. Lawrence Spalding Rule the third, better known as Trey Rule. Sometimes they call him Larry as well. Putting from above the hole. Okay, he's 2 putted every green this far, but he's now in black figures for the tournament at +1. Trey now on the tee at a 421-yard par 4 fifth hole. Dogwood to the left. 278 to reach the first fairway bunker. 299 to reach the second one. And just like at the previous hole, that creek runs down the right side. Left is not a good miss. Only a couple of trees that could come into play, but a side hill as well. bogey before. Despite finding the fairway. Trey might be trying to take it over that corner, sorting this hole. Second shot for Trey at the 5th. He's missed the fairway to the left. Hole location's on 10 and 4 from the right. Falls front that runs about 5 or 6 paces into this green. Make sure you get it there. Out to the left. Safe play, but a lengthy putt for a birdie. A bounce back birdie that would be if he can make that. Birdie try now for Trey at the 5th. Group in front just teed off the 6. So there'll be a back up there. It's a back left pin today on 6. Monday in the qualifying round it was back right. Dead straight. I just turned a little right at the end, just ran out of gas. Almost a bounce back birdie. It's par for Trey, stays at +1. After the next hole, there are 2 par 5s in a 3-hole span, 7 and 9, and they both play 511 yards on the scorecard. The difference is 7 plays downhill, 9 plays uphill. First of the par 3s coming up, and the shortest of the par 3s. Trey now on the tee at 128-yard par 3-6 hole. So that's about 7 yards up the hill. Should be back into the breeze and from the right. The southwesterly blowing. Pin today, 26 on and 4 from the left. So it's on that back tier. You don't want to go long or long left. Long left, you could find that pond. Missed the green right. That's where the pin was on Monday in the qualifying round. Second shot for Trey at the 6. Comes up here. Excuse me, this is a par 3. Not bad. Those putts are on par. Stay at +1. Par 5 coming up. Par putt now for the 2014 Dogwood Invitational champion. Beat Zach Siebold in the playoff on the second extra hole. This is for par at the 6. And the sand save, and he's got it. Now 2 par 5s in the next 3 holes. You can make eagles and birdies. You can also make bogeys or doubles if you're not careful. After a lengthy wait on the 7th tee, Trey is now on this 511-yard par 5. Downhill, all the way to the left. 298 to reach the fairway bunker on the left, 314 to carry it. It's also a creek down the right-hand side, about 310 or so yards out. This hole plays about 7 yards down the hill. It's a front right hole location today. He's still looking for his first birdie of the round. 5 pars and 1 bogey. This is where Trey Rule's tee shot ended up here at the 7th, par 5. I imagine this is going to be a chip out for him. Handler Murphy made a mess of this hole 2 days ago in the qualifying round. He found a fairway, but he found a hazard on his second shot on the 8th hole, and then accidentally tapped his golf ball while putting for bogey. So he wound up making a double bogey. So anything could happen here at the 7th if you're not careful. You can make 3 or you can make 7. Sort of a risk-reward type par 5. Now Trey's going to be getting ready to hit a second shot. Should hopefully be back in the short grass. Now only hit 2 of 6 fairways. Third shot upcoming for Trey at the 7th. Flag today is on 6 and 8 from the right. Let's get this up and down for birdie before he moves on to the very difficult 8th hole, the par 3. This is the signature hole at Druid Hills Golf Club. That's above the hole. Spinning back a little bit. Might be about pin high left. So a chance for his first birdie. Birdie putt for Rule at the 7th. Let's get back to even Steven with a brute of a par 3 coming up, and the tee is all the way back too, so 227 yards today at the 8th. It was the hardest hole on the course Monday in qualifying round. There's an almost 3.6 shots. Yes, sir. So not the best of tee shots, but he still makes birdie anyway. And second 1 putt in a row after 2 putt in the first 5 greens in regulation. Well, the first 5 greens of the day. The former Dogwood champion found a tee at a 227-yard par 3 8th hole. This hole was pushed back 17 yards back in 2016. Hole location today is 23 on and 6 from the left. Usually plays as the toughest hole during this competition. This year probably no different. This seems to be drawn a little bit. What a shot. After that fine tee shot into the difficult 8th, Trey has a putt for back-to-back birdies. And the defending champion, Brandon Mancheno, birdied this hole in the final round back in 2019. Unfortunately, there was no Dogwood last year due to the worldwide COVID-19 pandemic, which is still rearing its ugly head in some parts of the world to this day, a year later. Wow. Probably pick up a shot and a half on the field by making a deuce there. And he is 1 under par. The next hole is a par 5. He can make eagle or birdie there. Great 2 there. Trey on the 2 par 5 night, 511 yards. 231 to reach the first fairway left on the left, 246 to carry it. About 265 to carry the second one. It's about 20 yards up the hill. Starting to get hot now. He's one putted his last 3 greens and has birdied his last 2 holes. Trey has found the left side of the fairway here at the par 5 ninth. This hole had 26 yards added to it 5 years ago. And the pin today is 25 on and 3 from the right. 3 out of 7 fairways for Trey on this side. 1 under par now. That is out to the left. Uh-oh, I see it bouncing. Clifton Roads over there on the other side of that fence. That could be out of bounds. Oh boy. Just when he was starting to turn things around, this happens. So this is a provisional now for Trey. And if he can't find his second shot he just played, then this will turn into his 4th shot. He doesn't want that because this is a par 5. And he's coming off back-to-back birdies at 7 and 8. That's a much better strike there. And I'm sure he's thinking, why didn't he do that the first time? Well, this is not a good sign. So that provisional turns into his 4th shot now. So now Trey is putting for par here at the par 5 ninth, and it's a lengthy one. That pin is 25 steps on from the front of the green. He is staring bogey in the face here, unless he can hold this putt. Gotta go up the slope. It's a 2-tiered green, is 9th. These guys are taking more than 2.5 hours to play the first 9 already. They already were delayed by about 10 minutes earlier, starting their rounds this morning. And starting off every 8 minutes is too close. First hole is not an easy starting hole either. 467 yard par 4. This par putt for Trey to go out in 1 under 35. Gave it a good run, but it's going to be a bogey 6. His second bogey in 6 holes. Bogeyed the 4th hole earlier after failing to get up and down from in front of the green. Trey rule for bogey at the 9th. Even par 36. Gets the bogey, and his first 2 putts since the 5th hole. Kind of an up and down front 9 for Trey.